啊，不然
没有大
可以规划的。哦，是哦。
Alright, sorry, we continue with old-fashioned stuff because the people who possibly could help stopped working at 5 p.m. So no one is here to help us, but let's just continue. Maybe we'll finish it earlier because I had a text for us, like starting whatever, but without the screen, I have nothing to show. So maybe we'll finish it earlier today. Okay, that was letter L, right? And then we moved to the next letter, which quite similar. So when you see it printed, you just need to watch for the little tail. At front, this is going to be letter L, that's the one we just take a look at, and the one below has no tail. This is letter P, let's say P. And maybe we could say P like in P, for example. And let's again, P. And if you want to write it down, it actually looks so different, I would say. Or maybe just me, but I feel like it doesn't look similar. We started with 1, then we did 2, and then we have a cap to all of this. So pretty much like 3 strokes. 1, then the little one, and something on the top. And you get the letter P. Let's say one more time, let's go. P. P. Alright, and over here, a small one looks like English N. So you just do English N, English N, and you remember this is P. Alright, and now it's our turn to read these sounds. We start with, good, once again, Pa. Then you have Po, well done. And then, I don't hear you, what's the third one? Okay, guys, let's work a bit. We don't have that many letters left, so we just do the maximum, then we go home. You have Pa, Po, and then you have Poo, good job. And then Pa, well done. And then P. And the last one is P. Nice, almost the same, but vice versa. We start with Up, good job. And then Op, and then Oop, and then App, and then, oh, that's the letter U, the ugly sound. Oop, good job. And the last one is Eep. All right, and then we move to Ukrainian Miss and Mr. So in old times, we kind of stole it from Polish people in like 19th century. That's how Polish people call each other. So like here in Taiwan, I guess it's Xiaojie and Shanshan, right? The same. So you would walk around and you would ask people for something and you would ask for their attention. If it's a miss, if it's a girl, that's the first word. Let's try to read that. What's that? P, and then A, and then N, and the last one is E. Right, let's say Pani. Yeah, that's like the girl or an older lady on the street that you want to talk to. As I said, we stole it from Polish people. Polish people have the same way to address strangers. And then during the Soviet Union time, actually it was not allowed to separate people into genders during the Soviet Union time. So we just had to call each other a comrade, like a friend. You know this part of history? So this one is back just recently. And actually for the longest time, we didn't quite know how to address people on the street, so it was always awkward. Okay, I think some people didn't understand, but let me explain the story again. It was the time when now Ukraine was under Polish rule, so the part of Ukraine was under Poland. We took lots of things culturally from Poland, and one of them was the word pani and pan, the way to address strangers. And then the USSR came. And during the USSR, everyone is the same, and everyone is treated the same. So you couldn't separate people into genders as much. So back then, you would call every stranger just a friend, or as they translate to English, a comrade. So instead of like Miss and Mr., you would just call each other a friend. And it lasted very long during the Soviet Union time. And when Ukraine got independence in 1991 again, for the longest time we didn't know how to address strangers. It would be quite awkward most of the time. And we brought these back just recently, maybe like 5 years ago. So it's quite a new thing that we brought this one back. For the longest time, it would be just either excuse me or just some awkward thing, like hi or. And now we've got pani for ladies. And what do you have for Mr.? Let's read that one too. You have pu, no. So that's male stranger on the street. Once again, pan. Yeah, we have pani and pan, just a polite way to address strangers. All right, and then you have a park. How do you say that? Yeah, good job. Once again, park. Very good. And then we have a piano. Let's try to spell it out. We start with P, and then you have E, and then A, and then N, E, N, O. So let's go. P, A, Ni, No. And together, let's say pianino. Pianino. Okay, another long word which means a view, like the view you would see, like a landmark. Let's start with P, and then you have A, and then N, and then O, R, A, M, A. Okay, that was good. Let's try to read that. Let's divide into syllables. Pa, no, ra, ma. And let's say pa, no, ra, ma. And then a type of a big cat. I think it's pronounced like cougar, and in Ukrainian it's p, u, m, a, and it makes, yeah, let's say puma. And just one more, very similar. Let's spell it out. O, p, e. Okay, let's say opera. Yeah, almost like in English. All right, this time I will read, please read after me, all these words. So the way to address any of you or me, pani. I mean any lady or anyone who identified as a lady. Then we have a Mr., let's say pan. Then we have a park, park. And then pianino, panorama, puma, opera. Okay, and just one more letter. So we actually were almost coming to the end of learning all the alphabets, and today we are done with those letters that sounds are similar with in English. Next time we will learn those that look different and sound different. So today is a bit hard, but not as hard as next time. And then we're done with the alphabet. So let's flip over this paper, and we've got the last letter over here. If you look at it in your textbook, it's going to be something like this. It looks very different when you write it though, but first let's do the pronunciation. This is our letter F. And maybe we just say like F like in Slavonic, doesn't really matter. Let's say again, F. The hardest part would be to write again, because it looks quite different. Look, you need to start with a little circle over here, half a circle. Then you go up. Then you go down. And then you add one more circle, and that's when you're done. And we're talking about the big letter. That's your big F. Okay, once again, you do a small circle, a line, one more circle, and you're done. That's your big letter F. F. And then if you want to do a small one, just make sure half of it is under the line. So you do almost the same line as in the big one. Then this one should be straight. Please don't twist it anyway. And the last one we just finish the other side. And you're done. That's your letter F. So you have a big one and a small one. we're gonna say it one more time. F. And after we wrote it down, let's read these sounds below. We start with, yeah, good job, let's say fa. And then fu, and then fa, and then fo, and then fi, good job. And then you have a form. I think it's quite easy. Let's try to sound it out. F, a, r, m, a. And it makes, well done, once again, ferma. Almost similar, just one vowel is different. Let's go, f. And then you have I, good job. And then r, m, a. So, let's say, firma. Yeah, like ferma, and then firma. And the last one is going to be soccer, the game. Let's try to sound it out. F, U, T, and then B, and then O, and the last one is L. So what do you get? Yeah, football. Football. Right, so let's say this one more time, the words. Let's go. Ferma. Firma. Football. Okay, so that was our letters today. Please make sure you can read this stuff. And if I'm gonna upload the audio to iClass, if you want to practice, please read all these words to me, to the teams. If you feel like it's too much for you or you don't want to do, hopefully not, but you have an option, don't do it. I would really appreciate if you read this page at home, okay? So you can listen to the audio on iClass. I will upload it later, and then please record. So for now, can we just go one by one, the letters again, and we start with the letters for now. Let's go. B, D, yeah, Z, I, L, P, F. Right, and right now we've got a few phrases that you know already. Some letters you haven't met yet, they're gonna be introduced next class. So for now, please just listen to the phrases and try to read in Latin. The first time you've seen last time in that text about mom and dad in the car, how do you say thank you in Ukrainian? Yeah, it's very good. Let's again, дякую. And usually you answer, right? So you would say welcome or nothing at all. You can read the first two words, you don't know next letter yet. But let's say, нема за що. And the stress should be here. So, нема за що. And over here you see like a very strange looking letter, something like this. It wasn't introduced yet, but it's like, sorry, sh and ch together. So like sh. It's very easy for you guys to say because you're good with these like sounds. But just try to make it like one letter and say it fast. Sh. Yeah, we will learn this letter next time. Let's say it one more time. If you want to say nothing at all, it's going to be нема за що. Let's practice. I'm going to say thank you and you say welcome, okay? I say дякую and you say нема за що. Alright, and then we learned how to say goodbye. Remember we had buvai before? It was informal, just like bye-bye friends. And to make it more serious, you just need to add pa at the end. So quite easy. You've got the same buvai as you learned already, but if you want to make it official, you add ta. And let's say buvai. Right. And then you have these two sentences that have some new letters, but I feel like it's going to be easy for you, so let's do it together. Look, over here you have the question, which goes like, what is it? And let's say, що це? So for now, you just don't know two of these letters, right? You don't know sh and you don't know ts yet. But if you look at Latin, it's not that hard, I believe. So let's again, що це? Yeah, like what is it? And then answer. Like this is something something. It's something something. Doesn't matter. So maybe we can practice using some words. So can you find the word over here? I would ask you, and you got to give me the answer. Okay. So the first one will be what is it? And then you have to say this animal. Okay. Try to find it. So let's go. How would you say what is it? Yeah, good job. Once again, shelter. And you get to say this is this animal. What do you say? Yeah, good job. Once again, it's a kid.